sluggish compared to the previous financial year. What is the outcome? What is the inference you need to make out of all of this? If the growth doesn't increase at a faster pace, if the overall production doesn't increase,
क्या हो गया? क्यों रुक गया ये?
increase at a faster pace compared to, let's say, previous year or the average of last 2 years, etc., it simply means there is some systemic problem. There is certain fundamentally something wrong with the Indian economy. Why are we not producing more then? Question is very simple. Why are we not producing more? Why are we not exporting more? Why are we not selling more? Is it not a very important question for you to ask when you look at these kind of trends regarding IIP? The reason behind this kind of a growth in IIP is said to be, one, the uncertainties. I'll write here, what are the reasons, what are the causes? The uncertainties as well as the volatilities that are present in the global market now. I will simply call this as a Trump factor. I'll call this as a Trump factor. Because of the policies of the President of USA, there is a lot of uncertainty in the global market, lot of volatility in the global market. And will this have an impact on the Indian market? Yes. The exports from the Indian market have shown a muted growth. Exports have shown a muted essentially means there is largely any perceptible change. There is no perceptible change in terms of exports that we are doing in this year compared to last financial year. So exports have shown a muted growth, and mind you, if exports do not grow at a very faster pace, doesn't increase at a faster pace, it will have a huge impact on the industries in India, especially MSMEs, micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs. And MSMEs play a very important role for a simple reason. Around 45% of the exports come from the MSMEs. Lot of jobs are present in the MSMEs. They contribute to the GDP of India, etc. So if there is a pressure on the export, it will translate to MSMEs, and the MSMEs account for a very large chunk of economic activity. They will also be affected. Second reason is, what about the consumption? What about the consumption? And please understand, whenever you talk about consumption, you can talk about this in the form of rural and urban consumption. You can talk in the context of consumer durables as well as consumer non-durables. And I know some of you will be talking, or some of you will be thinking, sir, what do you mean by consumer durables and consumer non-durables? If you purchase a packet of biscuit, if you purchase a packet of bread, if you purchase a packet of, let's say, cold drink or a bottle of cold drink, you'll consume it very quickly. Maybe you will wait for 1 day, 2 days, and some of you might be consuming this right now as you're listening to the session. These are consumer durables. Right? These are consumer non-durables. That is, you will essentially consume it at a very faster pace. You will not store it for a longer duration. On the other side, you purchase a car, you purchase an AC,